Okay, so let's go back, and this is the job description that is there. Now, again, one thing which Naveen mentioned, right, and this is for everyone, even though AI is doing the heavy lifting, still human in the loop is extremely, extremely important because at the end of the day, you have to sit in the interview and justify it. Now, sir, if you look at it, this has kind of made sure that some changes are there, and it kind of uh, incorporates what is needed for the role demand that is there.
One thing
And
I can see, Navidya, the tagline. So when before it was like senior leader in operations, now it is saying director of physical security. So that is clearly visible to me right now. Uh, yeah,
yeah,
go ahead, please.
no, 100% right. So basically, it is kind of tweaking in everything that is there needed to make sure that it is kind of optimized for the best application for the role. Now, once this is kind of generated in, what sir can do right now is actually go into Lovable and create another website for himself as well, right? So here also, I want to create a portfolio.
And for all the officers, for all the veterans who want to showcase their good photograph, their good headshot on their resume, this is a good place to showcase it. So you should showcase a good photograph on the Lovable or your digital portfolio because it looks good there. So you can utilize that photograph here. You can give a small prompt, Nivitya will explain, and then that will stitch based on the aesthetics of the page.
Yeah. So all those customizations that are there are just a prompt away, right? Like as Naveen is mentioning, right? You can give the headshot to it, so it'll add that. You actually give it instructions to kind of modify it a little bit more. It can do that. All those things can actually happen.
And meanwhile, while we are doing this exercise, every veteran or everybody who is watching this, they are learning a very good terminology for related to AI that is called vibe coding. So you might have heard, read, or listened from someone that what is vibe coding? Vibe coding is the future, or they are like. So this, what we are doing right now, is vibe coding. Correct me, Navidya, if I'm not wrong. If I'm wrong, correct?
Yeah.
We are giving prompt to the system. They are coding the website backend, and then it is going giving an output on the UI. So this, like 10 years ago, will require a lot of coding to do this. But nowadays, with the human language, you can create such kind of websites, and that is called vibe coding. So maybe you can fancy the interview in the interview time that I have created this with the help of vibe coding, and I have generated a prompt, what has happened in the background. You can explain in a layman terminology in one or two lines, and then the person will get impressed if I'm not wrong that this person not only know how to use the tool, he also knows what is happening behind the scenes, and that is the thing they require.
Yeah. So, completely aligned, Naveen, right? And great that you brought up all those elements, right? Uh, One more thing which I actually wanted to mention, right? So this so the basic structure that you need is in your website is these things. You need a hero section, you need your service journey, you need skills translation and impact numbers. What I mean by impact number is I commanded a company, instead of that, mention the actual number of people you kind of commanded in, because all those numbers, if you maintained a highly critical system worth thousands of crores, mention that number. Try to quantify everything. Try to quantify budgets, teams led, missions completed, efficiency matrices, and then certifications and awards and clear CTS. Clear CTS, when I mean is, you should ideally give two, three CTS. One is to directly write an email, to give a phone call. All those things should be there direct so that people can directly act on your once they see their portfolio, if they wish to speak to you, they can speak to you immediately. Uh, One more thing which I actually wanted to call around meanwhile this is built. Let's first look at here. So sir, this is your executive summary and your site. Right? You can tweak it, like change the color, all those things. But here your core competencies and everything is coming out really well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And,
So
and when you publish it, you will get a link. That link you can put it on your resume bio, that Colonel so and so, Director of Security. And then when we put our mobile number, our email ID, our LinkedIn, and then you can put this as a link, hyperlink there by the name, portfolio, whatever you want to like, which will be a clickable link. So people can directly click on this and go to this page and they will see what you have created.
yeah.
So
By the way, this is so simple in that sense. It will not take much of your time to essentially do that, but this is extremely, extremely impactful. So uh, that's there. I think the process we have gone through 2 times, right? So everybody is now aware. By the way, sir, I'll share that link with you so you can
yeah.
essentially work on it and then improvise it even more. And for
Navitya,
yeah,
can we have a like feedback from sir that like how he felt by seeing his resume to this? Any value added to this, and like what is his feedback on this, sir? Arjun sir.
Yes, I actually realized that, I didn't know the intricacies of building a resume, and there's so much of technicality involved, which is actually easy to execute. So, kind of today, I'm feeling very confident that this seems to be a better option to go with. Really, thank you.
Mhm. Sure, sir. And sir, please do see the biggest thanks you can give is like working on this, right? And it doesn't take much time, right? I mean, this is a skill, like this is one of the things which will actually make you sound cool in front of the younger generation in your family also. So that's an added advantage. So
So,
this is one of the things apart from your own professional life also. Obviously, it will help you immensely there. So uh, I would want everyone who is there attending, right, to at least start creating this the your own portfolio websites, and whenever you are applying, and mention in your resume these things also, right? That hey, I have actually created this, and here's the link available. So whenever you are writing it, whenever you are mentioning in your resume, you can add website link, and when you are sending to the recruiter, also send this link along with your resume. That creates a very strong impact. One more thing which I want to call out is how to approach recruiters. Lead with your link and not your PDF, right? So instead of telling the entire big story about you, whenever you're approaching a recruiter or someone in leadership, just write one line about it. Hey, I'm a veteran transitioning to this role, and here's my portfolio. Here's my portfolio creates a much better impression than you telling the entire 2, 3 paragraphs of it. It's almost similar to right somebody's telling entire essay, other one just showing a map, right? It's always preferred to showcase, to show rather than tell, right? And you can also create one of the ways to build visibility is once you create this, and it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Post it on LinkedIn, and all these things eventually start showcasing you as AI native and not just job hunting, right? I mean, this kind of clearly distinguishes you between from the pool of 7,000 people that are there. So that's there. And also, last most important point, keep iterating. You need to add in new projects. You can add projects by multiple means. uh, you can create few projects using AI also. Whatever you have done in past, if you have Excel, if you have diagrams and all, make sure you share it on Lovable, right? By the way, it allows you to do that. You can literally post, attach more things. right? Take a screenshot, attach your own photograph also, which can be added in. All those things can be added in into this. So that's also one of the recommended things that would be there. Now, uh, uh, basically, here on, like, we would essentially kind of wanted to kind of this is what we wanted to leave you with. But I just want to take few moments. Me and Naveen and I wanted to do is that we within Faujitech have actually tried to create the ecosystem for you. So, for example, you want to know what is the CTC you need to demand in corporate, or the kind of career you should choose in your transition, or the certification path you need to take in, then all the tools are available for free to you in this link. And I'll share this link as well. So you can actually go ahead and use it to create your unfair advantage. For example, this is one of the most used tool, military to corporate CTC converter. If you want to know, so suppose somebody retired at major rank at 14 years of service with a basic pay of say a lakh rupees, with a military grade pay of 15,000 and a special allowance of 25,000, he can actually go ahead and calculate their CTC also. That what is the CTC they can go ahead uh, they can actually, what is the CTC they are currently commanding in military, so that you can ask it in corporate, because in corporate terminologies are different. So you might be confused how much salary I can ask for. And then CTC to negotiate for also, like what is the salary you should go ahead and ask for. Like, it will also give you an idea about what is the overall cost that I would be bearing once I leave the service. Like, this is the equivalent amount of money you need to lead the same kind of life you were leading in military. So it's great to be informed. So this is one of the tools we have built in same for certifications. We have built in same, and we'll keep on adding those tools as you proceed along. If you are interested more, we have also kind of we are launching our cohort also. It will be a 8 week program structured completely around uh, AI fundamentals, portfolio building, interview preparation, and recruiting strategy. That therein we would cover in, and there will be an exclusive set of tools which are more built in depth to help you in your journey as you move forward. Uh, idea is
Okay.
when you would, yeah,
Can I
yeah,
share my screen for this?
yeah, yeah, sure,
Like,
sure, sure.
so that I try my level it is shareable or not. So basically everyone in the cohort or who is watching this video, this is the website, which is a very simple website called faujitech.in, uh, where where you can go and have the taste of all these free tools. So these are available here in the section called free tools, very easy to navigate. And we created this website by our own with the help of the vibe coding, which Navidya has just explained. When you click on the free tool, that is going to take you to all the free tools which we have created, which are really essential and helpful for every veteran who is transitioning or who has transitioned also. So this is the category for two such kind of audience. Second is like anybody has any query, they can talk to us. If you are in your transition journey or already transitioned, so you have any query, this masterclass was not able to suffice to give you sufficient time to ask the question, you can just go there, talk to us, and it will lead you to a page where you can book a one-on-one with me or Navidya. We'll be able to immediately respond. Uh, Third thing which I wanted to tell you, which Navidya was saying that is the end-to-end hand-holding for 1 second. End-to-end hand-holding for the veteran community. So there is a 9 week program which we have created, and we assume that like that is an ample amount of time a military veteran who is going to transition from military to corporate, where we are going to cover these kind of syllabus. It is available on the website also. So there will be weekly sessions, 2 live sessions on every Saturday and Sunday. Like week 1 will be completely focused on fundamentals of corporate transitions. what is a corporate transition? And I made all the syllabus based on my profile. When I say my profile means a person who doesn't know anything about corporate and who is coming just out of the submarine, who doesn't know what is corporate, how corporate functions, and suddenly he landed up to an IIM DGR course and he's overwhelmed what to do. Hundreds of the things are there, hundreds of the limiting beliefs are there that you will not be able to do anything. So for that kind of profile, I have created. So fundamentals of corporate transitions, which roles you can target, which is suitable for your profile, and that will be covered in the week one. Week two will be like related to how AI is transforming the roles and responsibilities and how you can equip with those things like basic terminologies of AI and other tools and how the tools are utilizing the concept of AI behind the scenes so that you can speak something in the interview and you can build something hands-on. Third, which I talk about the AI plus the domain part. So in my view, everybody should be aware what are the top hiring roles in the corporate world and what is the domain behind that. So product management is one of the top-notch place where hirings are happening. And if we can get a domain knowledge of product management, so week three is completely revolving around exploring the product management knowledge so that you can speak something. And if you have a product management interview, subsequently, week four will be project and program management. That is the most suitable profile for any non-tech veteran who is coming from military to corporate, because project management and program management people do PMPs and all certification and then go to the various roles in the corporate world. The fifth will be on the operations management, uh, where we will cover. So the defense operations is a bit different. The corporate operations is a bit different than the military operations, but still we can leverage our experience. Which all key components are required from the operations management, which you can leverage on your resume, which you can speak upon. And I'm 100% sure that almost every veteran has done operations management kind of role in their career. So the fifth week will be depending on that. Sixth will be touch base upon the security role. So as I mentioned, there are two kind of securities which are very helpful. One is called physical security, second is cyber security, and how AI is just going to get a what we can say play a role for a veteran in these fields. Last but not the least, based on your finalized role, the discovery of your target role, which you have done, there will be a project given to you, step by step hand-holding and review and feedback mechanism will be there by me and Navidya, so that you can prepare a capstone. You can showcase it on your digital resume, that is the website, and you can present it so that you will be completely prepared for the interview. If somebody asks you that what you have done, so you can completely do a storytelling out of your career journey, your transitioning journey. And last but not the least, the interview preparation, the LinkedIn and the corporate launch that will be covered in the 8 weeks. So this is a comprehensive plan. We tried to, as I mentioned you, last 3 years, I have burned my hands in the corporate world, how to uh, transition from military to corporate, and which all things I have invested my time and money upon, which I was not supposed to. So the distractions have been removed. The key focus areas which are required to transition, required for a successful transition, have been added to this cohort. And with this, we are launching our first cohort in the month of April, in the mid of April. If I talk about the, let me go there. Second.
Hey, Naveen, before, but
Mhm.
meanwhile, you're going there, right? Just one thing which I
Yeah.
wanted to mention, everyone.
Yeah.
So this will not be a classic mom and pop shop,
Wow.
right? Which where like it will do only Zoom recordings or something.
Correct.
If you look at up till now, right, for those of you who are attending the masterclass for the first time and for those who are attending for the second time, uh, all the tools and everything have been custom built. Right. Imagine. So we are actually building a complete ecosystem around it. And to my knowledge, this is not available anywhere across the globe. Uh, where such level of detail is gone into kind of creating. So when you enroll into a program, you'll also get access to learning management system. Again, that is something which we are kind of bringing in for all the session scheduling and all. You would have access to the bookings application and everything. Everything will be completely automated and best in class. So
Yes.
while the program is for 9 weeks, if suppose you have to leave the program midway and you want to attend it a few cohorts later, we would be happy to roll you back then also. So the LMS access would be there for 2 years. This includes all the tools that would be there as well. Like for example, the Refine Resume tool and all those tools which we have built completely from ground up, those would be available for you for the next 2 years. Yep. Naveen.
And I can see lots of questions. I'll take 5 more minutes to showcase this slide, and then we can have a question answer session, dedicated question answer session. And please be rest assured that all the questions will be answered by me and Nivitya. The time also goes uh, beyond 1400 hours. So don't worry about it. We'll take questions one by one. Let's go ahead. This is the last slide which I wanted to share. So if I talk about the pricing of this, you go to, like, I have done lots of certifications. I am aware about the market and all. If you go for any AI/ML specialization courses, they start from 40,000, some goes to in lakhs also. Uh, Resume writing services, I myself has paid around 10 to 12,000 rupees. I think that is the standard price, which you will get with the help of AI, without wasting or investing much time. uh, LinkedIn optimization services. So that will be separate sessions will be carried out for LinkedIn, and LinkedIn is your digital resume, as they say. All the recruiters are watching you on LinkedIn. In my career, I have got 2 jobs. Both the jobs have been, the HR have contacted me through LinkedIn because I was continuously posting about my target role on the LinkedIn. Interview coaching. So there will be like, based on your target role, when your resume will be crafted, it will be ATS ready, your portfolio is built, then there will be dedicated interview rounds, and it will be hand holding will be there, that where are you lacking and what are your strong points. Career counseling is there, so that is a precursor of interview coaching. So like, with the help of tools, with the help of each and every profile, we want to analyze a role, because there is a one again fun fact about military people, including me. If you ask them what role you want to go into, sir, they say any role will work for me. You just give me a job. So that will work for the first breakthrough. But when you join into that role, sometimes if you feel like you have not done justice to your skill set. Domain specific boot camp, as I already told you, like all the basic domain, all the key domains which are thriving in the corporate world right now, we are going to cover that particular domain, whether it is product management, project management, operation security, or the other roles. And as Navidya mentioned, that the all the sessions will be available on a platform where you can access the recordings. And if you have any questions, we can answer your questions. There will be experts with which we are in touch, with Navidya's rich experience in the corporate on a senior leadership role. And I also have gathered a lot of networkings with the senior management people from across the industry. They will be coming and giving you basic knowledge about what is industry going towards. If I talk about the complete things, that is going the number which is showing on the screen. But the cohort one is very, very close to us because this is our first cohort. We want dedicated quality efforts to be come out of this. And like what problem I faced three and a half years ago, I just want to facilitate the military veterans with the same, that they will not face this thing. So this is the price which we have thought of. But I think Navidya was uh, uh, in the opinion that cohort one should be the special cohort and the prices should be the special. So last thing which we want to say, that the cohort one is available for 29,999 rupees. Uh, we are targeting for 30 people in cohort one with our, at present, Navidya, if I'm not wrong, 50% seats are completely filled. So we are good to go to launch the first cohort. If people are joining, we'll be welcoming them. But post 30 seats, I think we won't be able to take any further, because I think there's a dedicated one-on-one, one-to-one hand-holding is required for each and every profile. And considering me and Navidya both are full-time working in the corporate sector, I think that will be the thing. So this is the program fee structure, the syllabus we wanted to tell you. And right now, if you want to like book for this particular cohort, you can go to the website and here apply now button is there. You can go down and reserve my seat with the help of 1,000 rupees. You can book your slot. There is a refundable fees. In future, if you say that I don't want to join your course, we don't feel like you have a quality output coming out, we can refund you that money also. So that is all for this webinar. Nividya, you want to add something over this, or like we can open the house for the question and answer?
I think just one point which I wanted to mention, right? So I have kind of spent an almost 5 years in kind of training folks from different walks of life, right? Including a lot of veterans, not only from India but from US and Europe as well. Uh, so uh, and so this program we are very carefully curating, and this is not for someone mm, who is not willing to act. Here, this program is not theoretical. As with this session and with our previous masterclass, also, if you would look at it, there's a practical angle to it. Everything that we'll cover throughout the 9 weeks would have some or the other thing actionable. Idea is that as you kind of progress along, right? I mean, you need to be able to showcase that refinement and feel that refinement within yourself. So that's our main intent. The uh, we'll be doing master classes, we'll be building tools and everything, but uh, this within this cohort, we would essentially kind of be giving a little bit more personal care and also kind of working through to make sure that you are able to kind of get the required win that is needed in terms of not only your immediate career aspiration, but as you kind of proceed on to the next leg and how AI is essentially kind of basically it kind of positions you in the post AI era. That's one of the main thing that we are essentially bringing in. The website, we have tried to answer as many questions as possible in that also. So I would suggest, even if you are not interested or vaguely interested, to please visit it and see all the details. And as Naveen has mentioned, if you intend to kind of enroll it, there's 1,000 rupees which we fee which we are collecting right now upfront for blocking the slot. And 14th April is when the cohort starts in. Roughly 50% seats are filled in right now. Uh, and we are essentially kind of be kind of uh, doing the journey for 9 weeks in the curriculum. But if you choose to kind of attend in future cohorts also for the next 2 years, till the time you have LMS access, you can actually attend classes of future cohorts also. So any improvements that happen in future, you are free to attend that as well.
Perfect. I think, Navedya, we are pretty much on time. So let's open the house for the questions. I would love to address all the veterans' questions here. I can understand we were speaking for last 1.5 hours. So let's address the question. If you have any question, you can raise your hand. Meanwhile, I can go to the chat also. I'll just... Navedya, this...
As you elevate in your life. Yeah,
Mhm.
sorry. I'm sharing the link for the YouTube for the previous session also.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Cool. If anybody has any question, then please do let us know. Do we get session recordings? Vikram has mentioned if we miss the weekend session on Saturdays. Yeah, I mean, all the sessions would be there on LMS. So once the session would be completed, within few hours time, you would have it in LMS. Your LMS will actually contain a lot of tools. For example, this refine resume tool. This also will be available exclusively to the cohort audience to be used. Right. For next 48 hours, it is available for anyone at large. Uh,
Yeah, I can, if people have questions, they can raise your hand. Meanwhile, I can take the questions from the chat section. Navidya, you and me, if required, we can answer the question. Please raise your hand so that we can unmute you for your questions. Meanwhile, we can take the questions from the chat. Arjun is saying, Arjun sir, I think we have created already. I am Arjun seeking PMR and looking for job before retiring. Okay. I think the corporate world will always ask you for a notice period. So I have faced this thing. So sir, I think getting prepared for the job, it's always a good thing. And before retirement, I think job can be achieved, but the joining date, the HR will tell you to join after your retirement, and that will be the discussion in the negotiation round. They will ask you. So it's a good time if you are into a PMR and you are looking for a job, you can start right now so that you will prepare well for your second inning. Kaushik, you unmute yourself. You have a question.
And got unmuted by mistake.
By mistake. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, Vikram, you have a question. You can unmute and ask.
Uh, Hi everyone.
Mhm.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, clearly.
Yes.
So this is a question for Naveen sir. So Naveen sir, I'm Major Vikram. I've still got around 1.5 years before I move out.
Okay.
So I put in 8.5 years of service, but I've already made my mind to leave the army.
Okay.
So
Okay.
is this the right time to join your cohort as of now, or should it be wait for another 6, 8 months? Because the AI is changing so much. And
Mhm,
the market is changing so much because what I heard 1 year back, what I was working on 1 year back,
mhm,
I feel that most of the transition stories have changed after 1 year.
mhm,
I'd spoken to more than 50 plus veterans of similar service, and the things have changed so fast. So, is it the right time?
mhm.
What do you suggest?
I would like to have a follow-up question before answering your question, Vikram. So, what is your background like? You are from the tech background, you are from a
No, no,
coding
no, sir.
background. What is your background?
So, sir, I am an AC officer. So, AC
Mhm,
officer is a logistics officer in Army. And
mhm,
my background, civil background, I'm a BTech in computer science. However, as you know,
mhm.
working in Army, not much of the exposure further thereof. So, 10 years
Okay.
behind what I was doing. Had worked 2 years with a services based company, Accenture,
Okay.
in Java coding. But again, it's all irrelevant now. So, that is my short profile.
I think I can answer your question, and Nevedya, you can top it up with your experience because you are pretty much more into the corporate. I have a 3.5 years of experience. When I was in IIM Lucknow, Vikram, there were two officers from the army from your same background. One was lieutenant colonel and one was major, and they both have started their transitioning journey 2.5 years ago. And they used to make fun of me because I used to tell them that 5 months are remaining in my retirement and I come to this. So is it sufficient or not? And then they told that we have started this from 2.5 years ago. So in my view, early you start, better it would be. Coming on to the changing world, if you come into the corporate, then you have to pivot every day. When the technology will change, will also have to pivot. 3 years back, I was in operations. 2 years back, I was in program management. 1 year back, I was in product management. Today, I am in AI product management. So, in my view, I will not tell you aggressively to join our cohort, but my suggestion is that early you start, early you will adapt the pivoting which is required in the current domain. And second key thing is there, if you stay like in your current role without doing any upskilling, and if you join us, in the second scenario, you will start creating small projects which will go into your portfolio and build your portfolio very strong in 1.5 years. And you can utilize non-confidential things from your role, which are not required to be disclosed in the corporate. And you can say that with the help of all these technologies, I envisioned either you can do or I envision to do this, which I can do in corporate when given a free hand chance. So that is my suggestion to you. Uh, Hope it answers your query, or maybe Navidya can top it up on this.
Yes, sir, understood. So basically, uh, it is better to start early, as you already told. And I would appreciate, sir, your initiative because
Mhm.
nothing like this. Because there's so many of boot camps, AI boot camps available on internet, and
Mhm.
but specifically creating a tailor-made boot camp for transitioning
Apologies.
officers. It's yes, sir. So it is. I mean, really commendable, sir, that you have thought of this.
And one more
So,
limiting belief, Vikram, I want to tell you to break. Nothing is outdated, especially in the computer science field.
sir.
So it's like you are in the para regiment. Now you come out of the military world. I'm just giving an example to you. And now you are saying that whatever you have done in your para is irrelevant now. Your whatever you have done hard work in your past life is going to benefit you in your corporate world. Okay. And especially in the computer science, AI is a small branch of computer science. Correct me, Navidya, if I'm wrong here. AI
100%.
is a very small branch of computer science. Java is still in the demand right now. So don't say that all thing is outdated, and considering an Accenture experience behind you with a computer science background, I think your profile can become very good prospectors for any organization, whatever may be the circumstances, if you work on it very well.
Yeah. I think just one more thing which I wanted to add, and this is for in general, right? It's never a good idea to start at the nth moment. It's
Correct.
never, like never, never good, right? Neither in war, neither. That's why you have strategic planning. Like people who manage strategy are only like people colonel and above only do strategy, right? Otherwise, there's a reason for that. Strategic planning always happens when you are kind of thinking for things in long term. And this is also a trend which I have observed, right? The higher level up the officers are within the military, also, the earlier they start for their career planning and transition. The reason for that is their ambition becomes higher. And one of the things which everyone should do, whether you, regardless whether you join our cohort, you don't join our cohort, that doesn't matter. But as a sincere suggestion to everyone would be, start investing in things that will benefit to you tomorrow, today, rather than waiting for tomorrow. Because the way world is going, it is becoming extremely ruthless, and it will continue to become even more. So, uh, uh, and these skills are not very difficult. These skills are basically like common sense on steroids. So, I mean, if you are commonsensical, if you can think from first principles, right, and if you are essentially getting the right direction, I mean, uh, then approaching it like catching horn by the bulls, right, is the right way to catching bull by the horns, sorry, is the right thing to essentially do. And as fast as possible, you can do it, right? Nothing like it.
One last thing, which I've already asked this question on the chat, however, that most of the 4Gs are working on Saturdays. So if we miss, so you've already mentioned that the recordings would be there. But if we need some sort of support with respect to anything which we have already told in the session, and we are not able to basically apply it, or so how can we get that support
So
during this?
yeah, so Vikram, two things that we'll keep. So first thing is, right, this is not the first time we are actually venturing into this space, right? This space means like education space, right? So I have spent in considerable amount of time in that, right? And with Naveen there, right? I mean, we have directions from both sides, understanding the psyche and also how to execute operations well. What these 2 weekends would mean that on an every weekly basis, you will have something called as office hours, which will be a 1 hour session, which on ideally on a weekday we would keep in, where anyone can come and go. It's an open door. Simple. One of the mentors would join the session, and you can ask any question you want to. Second thing is, if you even if you look at the platform right now, it talks about talk to us first, right? Where so everything is structured in a manner like anytime you want to block a slot with us, even if you don't join the cohort or even after you join the cohort, right? At any point of time you want to block a slot, you can block a slot with me or Naveen. Either one of us would be more than happy to assist you. even for the folks who have already enrolled in for the program, right? Most of them have actually reached out to me or Naveen, and they are constantly asking questions related to it, right? And we are helping them out. And that's why we are keeping the cohort size as also small enough that we don't want to cater the masses, right? For most of the people, this is not designed for ordinary folks. This is for elite people who are serious about career. So that's why we are keeping it limited to 30, and we will adhere to that. Right. We'll always keep this limited, closed, and in a sense, more caring in nature. So
Thank you, thank you. Thanks for it. Understood.
also Naveen has shared the link for the community. Please do join it. We continue sharing more insights, tools, and everything first in the community and then to the broader audience. So yeah, that's there. And Naveen, anything else you wanted to cover?
This is the time for the question and answer session. I think there's one senior from the Navy. He asked a question directly to me. Karan sir, are you there on the call?
Hi, Naveen, I'm here.
Yeah. So I was doing multitasking and saw your message. Uh, you want to ask the same question here, or you want me to iterate that?
You want me to repeat the question here?
Yeah, please. That will be great. All veterans can listen to the question. Please, sir, go ahead.
Okay, so my question was, how can I effectively identify and evaluate the job opportunities on LinkedIn that align with my current role, experience, and skill set, while also assessing the likely CTC range to ensure that at the target positions where I am both eligible and comparatively basically positioned also.
Uh, to answer your question, sir, in short way, we can discuss this, but I will show you this. When you go to faujitech.in, when you go to let's say this is the browser, we go to type faujitech.in, then it will take you to this page, this home page. You go to free tools. Here, sir, you will have the career compass, where it is going to ask very basic questions about your career. What have you done in your armed forces? It will take 5 minutes to fill it up. Once, like basically which branch you serve in. I know that you are from the Navy, you are from the executive branch, I know that also. You are presently a commander. Then your experience is, let's say, 14 years. Let's say you want to adapt fast or plan first. Let's do this hands-on. So like let's say plan first. Okay, let's go to tech. So basically, when you have this kind of questions to be answered, I'll just do quickly for you. Combat arms, training instruction. Okay. And then I am sure you want to go for LLC stability, then what was the results, and then you can play it around here with this tool. Let's say you want to go to tier 1 city, metros only, feel frustrated, see opportunities, and then already out, recently transitioned, or within 6 months, let's say. And then let's say you reveal your name. Now, this is going to provide you a career roadmap that these are the roles which you fit in based on the inputs you have given. According to that, this should be your ranges of your CTC. So that is one of the way you can find out. And second thing, based on this roles, now you have to start writing your military career into a corporate career. Based on that, you have to identify the hiring roles on LinkedIn. And then based on that, there is another key thing. You have to start adopting a LinkedIn content strategy and start posting on LinkedIn that what problem you solved in this era. And then you will become like a recruiter magnet. People will start approaching you. Okay, this guy is shouting out on LinkedIn in a particular domain. And in that way, a job hunting will be easy for you. So, in a nutshell, I think that was your question, sir, correct?
Yeah, right.
Uh, Nivitya, you want to top it up on this?
Well, I think Naveen, you have defined it well. By the way, one more question which people were have been asking, right? Hey, what about certifications, right? Because okay,
Yes.
this is one program that is there for Faujitech, right? But apart from that, I need certifications. So for these same kind of roles that you have found out in Career Compass, you can you can use Certification Pathfinder, which is the other tool that we have built,
Yes.
which will exactly tell you what kind of certifications are needed in. For example, here Naveen is again doing the exercise, right? So
Yes.
executive branch is there, and then
I'm doing it for myself. So I am a lieutenant commander, retired in 10 to 15 years. My target role is, let's say, AI and machine learning, or I wanted to do AI machine learning only. Budget is, let's say, I want to spend 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees. Select time frame 6 months because my retirement is 6 months away. For say, I am a graduate, I am an MBA. I consider almost everybody has this kind of skills. And let's say I was a trainer in my career. And then again, it will ask. And then when I go to show my certification path, it is going to recommend me that I should go for IBM AI Engineering Professional, which is 6 to 8 months. 11,500 is the fee, and the 8 to 36 lakh package I can expect after I complete this certification. Same deep learning AI ML specialization. Recommended is AI, AWS machine learning specialty, and Google professional ML engineer. And the total investment will be like 64,000. So these are the customized tools which we have created for every veteran. Like if you can choose, if you want to choose here, you can choose a, a lieutenant commander from the infantry also, and then you want to go into security roles. So you can corporate security, and then it is going to show you the same results. Like CPP is a certified protection professional, PSP physical security professional, and so on. So that is the thing, like you can leverage on these tools and help yourself. If you
so
have any questions, you can write it to us and set the one-on-one if you require.
so I mean, you can just imagine the amount of depth that we have gone through in kind of creating all these tools and
Oh,
kind of designing the program, right? And same kind of depth. And that's why I mentioned this program is not designed for masses. It's designed for classes. It's for folks who are like really focused on like extremely serious about getting breaking into the roles that the world demands in the post
yes.
AI era. And the idea is by the end, right, once you come out of the program, you yourself would be able to create at least these level of tools. You would be able to create it yourself within your organization for your own problem statements.
Yes.
So that's the main uh, goal we have in mind, which we would essentially approach towards.
Okay. I think we are pretty much on time. If we have any other query, we can take it further. Otherwise, to wrap up the session, I can reiterate. You can go to the Faujitech.in website. Everything is available there. You can set up a one-on-one with us from here. You can go to the free tools from this. And if you want to apply for the cohort one, you can go to apply now or apply for cohort one. It will take you to this page. There you have to say reserve my spot. Just pay on this QR code 1,000 rupees. And if you feel like you don't want to continue with us, which we don't think so it should be there, we can refund that $1,000 to you and you can reserve your spot. So that is it from my end. Navidya, you have anything from your side?
No, I think thanks. I just want to thank everyone for joining in. Yeah.
Yes. Perfect.
See you next time.
Okay. Thank you so much. And the recordings will be shared on the YouTube link will be shared. I think that they have shared the YouTube link, so the recordings will be shared on the same YouTube channel. I have shared the community link also. If you can join in the community, I think that will be good for you to stay in touch, whether you join the cohort or not.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining the session.
Thanks.
Talk to you.
Yeah.